Can you see the screen?
I can see the screen because we're live.
We are live.
So apologies, we're a little bit late. We're just getting our coffees in, ready to go. But we are there. We are live. We are here. And it is absolutely pouring down outside.
I know, isn't it? It's not nice weather at all. So, how's your day been?
Busy. I know we ask each other how the day is, even though we're there. Hello, Minnie.
Hey, Minnie.
Hello, Coco.
Hey, Coco.
How is everybody today?
What's everybody been up to today?
How's the weather where everybody is? Coco, I know what the weather is where you are, but Minnie, how's it been there in Canada? Have you got the heat wave still, or is it calmed down a little bit? So just to give you an idea here, it's sunny for a little bit, then it's absolutely rain. Tiny bit of sun, rain. Tiny bit of sun, rain.
It's like at the moment it was grey earlier and it was rain. Now it's still very overcast, but just a brighter type of overcast, and it's just raining.
Yeah, it's just raining again. So Minnie said yesterday evening we had a big rainstorm, and today is really hot. Yeah, I was going to say actually it's been really hot in Canada. It's absolutely heat waves in Canada. So I hope you're staying safe. But I suppose the rain was probably good to break it down.
Yeah, to give a little bit of moisture in the air, maybe to sort of clear up that humidity, maybe.
So Coco saw us at Toby, and you went for breakfast at Toby. So you saw our breakfast, Toby. Carvery. What did you think? Did you enjoy that? I've got to say that breakfast was really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoy, going for a Toby breakfast, to be honest. But I do enjoy Toby in general, like the carvery and the breakfast. Now, we did go to this weekend on Sunday. We actually did go to Toby, and they had lamb, which they don't normally have lamb. And they normally have pork, gammon and beef, but it was nice to see that they had lamb, so I had some lamb. So I was quite chuffed with that. We didn't film it because we'd already filmed Toby previously anyway. But the breakfast we had also done a while ago, but we did the outro on the Sunday that we had gone to the Toby.
And it was amazing. It was good. It was really, really good.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, didn't we?
So yeah, it was nice. Very nice people there. We had a really good time. Yeah, do you know what? It's one of those cheap eats. So
yeah,
Minnie, I don't know if you get those as well, but you do, of course. But it's always nice to have a place that's really nice to eat. Oh, because of the heat, Minnie said, and the rain, my power went out for 3 hours.
Oh no!
It's crazy. But downstairs, the Goonies on my iPad. So me and my dad were watching the Goonies on my iPad. It gave us something to watch. Oh, morning. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Did you enjoy the Goonies? Oh, Coco's got to bed.
Oh,
already. Okay.
Night. See you next time.
Take care. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? The Goonies. I love the Goonies.
Yeah, we do too. It's one of my favourite films. Yeah.
Well, you got your little pin badge.
Yeah, we got the pin badge. Yeah. And I got it from Forbidden Planet. Did we show that? I think we did. Yeah, we did show. Yeah.
Goonies never say die, Minnie. Goonies never say die. How you doing, Mark? How are things? You good?
What's everyone been up to? Tell me. What have you been up to this weekend, guys?
Anything exciting? It's been. What did we do? Yeah, apart from the tow, we didn't actually do much this weekend, did we?
We were in. We went to King's Cross, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we did. So look out for a new video. We can talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, it's actually loves watching it so much. Goonies never say die.
Exactly.
Did you ever, Ashfat Minnie? Did you get to see? The documentary of it? They actually did one here in the UK where they interviewed all the kids, but obviously they're now all adults, and none of them have gone back into acting. Well, apart from what's his name?
Sean Astin.
Sean Astin, who was. Who was the character?
And Martha Plimpton, she was in acting as well. She did.
Who did Sean Astin play?
He played Mikey.
Mikey, yeah, that's it. He was Mikey.
And Josh Brolin's son, or Josh Brolin was in acting.
Oh yeah, Josh Brolin's he's probably the most successful.
Yeah, he's the most successful. But Martha Plimpton has been in a few things actually. It's the other ones like Data. We've not seen him in anything. And who's the guy that does the truffle shuffle?
Chunk.
Chunk, yeah, we don't really see him in anything.
He became an estate agent. Did you know?
Oh, right. Okay.
Chunk became an estate agent.
Corey Feldman didn't do much.
Oh,
I mean,
he
did after, but what I'm saying is now. He hasn't done much, has he? Or has he?
Mark said it's raining non-stop there. Yeah, it is here. I was saying it's been a little bit of sun for about 10 minutes, and then it just buckets it down, and it's raining here now. The poor guy that delivered our Starbucks was just drenched when he came in.
The thing about rain is, like, I can deal with most sort of seasons. So, you know, obviously with sun, I can deal with the cold, I can deal with the snow. But rain is one of those things that I can't deal with the rain. I just can't deal with being wet and soggy and all of that. And it for me, it creates a misery for me.
Well, do you know what? It's funny that Kelly will not go out in the rain. I remember when we went to Brussels in Belgium, it was that I went out looking around. Kelly went straight back to the hotel, was not having it.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yes, Millie's right. He was in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Data was, yeah.
Data, and the man who played, right, you stay there. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
Okay.
I'm going to get it. You stay right there. Kelly, you carry on.
I don't know what he's going to get, but okay. So, yeah, like for me, I can't really deal with, you know, all that rain, that intense rain, and it's just down, 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 down. And for me, it just makes everything feel down. I don't mind the wind, but sometimes, you know, when it's that strong wind and you just think, God, is something going to fly and hit me in the face or something like that? So I'm not sure about the wind I can take. But,
So, some lovely lady bought me as a present. Can you see that? So that is, as you can see, that's from the Temple of Doom picture, but that's actually a signed photograph from the actor as well. Obviously, he played the character Short Round.
Yeah.
Which Kelly got me from Comic-Con. So I've got that. I wanted to share with you. I don't know why I bother going and get that, but I just thought you'd like to go and see.
He just went upstairs. I'm going to go get it now. I was thinking, I don't know what he's going to go and get.
Minnie went, oh my God, that's amazing. Do you know what? It's true. I've got a few though. I will do actually.
Yeah, you should do a video.
I will do a video on it because I've got a few of them now, so I will do that. Oh, Mark wasn't fussed on Corey Feldman, not even in Lost Boys.
I liked Corey. What was it he played in? I didn't mind him in Lost Boys. I quite liked him in Lost Boys. I loved him in The Goonies. I thought he was brilliant in The Goonies. And I did. Do you know what? There were a few things that he was actually in that I liked him in, but more of the comedy type stuff. Because him and Corey Haim did a couple of things together, didn't they? Was it Drive Machine or Drive or whatever?
Yeah, they were. They kind of did the sort of duet thing. They were in quite a few bits
something together. License or something like that. I quite liked them in the 80s.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Mark says great pick. Well, the other thing, actually, going back to what Mark was saying, was he loves to watch the rain and love to see freshly laden snow. So
I love when snow has just settled. I just think it's so pretty, and I don't mind watching the rain so much. But I don't know. It doesn't put me in a good. I feel like the rain doesn't put me in a good mood.
Do you know what the worst is? When it's cold and it's rain, because you're cold, and mind you, when it's hot as well. Oh, so Mark said he loved the Lost Boys, but didn't like him. Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah.
The Lost Boys though had so many. I was reading this documentary, reading this article, sorry, and it was saying about why are certain films so loved. And I think one person came up with the theory that it's because a good film or a film that people seem to love has got so many quotable moments in there. And I think that was his theory.
Really, my theory is it brings nostalgia when you watch it again. Oh, okay. So if you have a bunch of films that you used to watch, like I had a bunch of films that I watched in the 80s, things like what's his name, Barrett Oliver or Oliver Barrett, whatever you call his name. He played in Daryl, D-A-R-Y-L, and he played in there's a few things he played in. He also played in Cocoon. And things like that. And he played in Neverending Story. He played Sebastian in Neverending Story, yeah. And so when you watch you know, certain things back. Like for me, it would be things like what is it? I'm just trying to think now. Things like the Goonies, things like Uncle Buck, things like Weird Science, things like.
Sorry, stopping you there, but then that's what he's suggesting. So he's saying that with those films, they've all got really quotable sayings in there that people like to do.
Yeah, but if you look at something like Warriors, there's only a couple like Can You Dig It? Or Warriors Come Out and Play.
Oh, so Minnie said, yeah, just watch The Never Ending Story, and it was amazing. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Never ending. I've got to tell you, Love John Candy was brilliant.
Yeah.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah, he was great outdoors. If you ever watched that.
Now you didn't like Trains, Planes and Automobiles.
No.
But I really like Trains, Planes and Automobiles. I love that. My favourite scene is when they were in bed together. Where's your hand? In between two pillows. Those aren't pillows. No, that was one of my favourite.
No.
Never Ending Story. I'm going to tell you this story actually. I know it's just completely unrelated, but one of my old flatmates years and years ago, he used to work for VH1. And I've forgotten the guy that sang Never Ending Story.
Yeah, I think it's something like Lion. Yeah.
He had to look after him in the studios, and he said he was chatting to him about him writing obviously the theme song to Never Ending Story. But yeah, I loved. Do you know what? I read the book when I was a kid, and I loved the book. The book was really good, better than the film.
Well, I think a lot of books are. The guy that you're talking about, I actually saw him perform. I used to go clubbing back in the day.
Never ending.
And he was actually at one of the clubs singing his repartee, which at that time I don't think he's got very many songs. I think I only know 2 or 3 of them.
No, it was one-hit wonders.
And
Mark didn't like Never Ending Story.
Oh no, I did. I liked the first one. Then the other ones were just.
There were more? I thought
there was like 2 or 3. I think.
Didn't
Yeah. But it wasn't the same guy. It wasn't the same kid who played Sebastian. It was then another boy that played Sebastian.
It's that kind of sort of story, you know, the fact that, like you say, you get involved in a book and get. I think that's what stuck me in. Although I can see why Mark wouldn't like it. It is very much of its time. It's one of those. It's like Kelly loves Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, and I love that film.
And I couldn't get into it, but you really love that.
Yeah, I loved things like that and The Golden Child and.
But then again, I loved Escape from New York, which is another John Carpenter one.
I didn't mind that one.
You weren't into that.
It's Snake Plissken, yeah. I mean, I didn't mind it. Did anyone ever watch The Man in the Santa Claus Suit?
Oh, sorry, I got it around the wrong way. Mark said he loved The Never Ending Story. He didn't like Trains, Planes and Automobiles.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, I'm the same. I didn't like.
But did you like Uncle Buck, Mark?
Yeah, I think he liked Uncle Buck because he likes John Candy.
Yeah. Well, no, you just said I love John Candy. Don't you even like John Candy? See John Candy, and you didn't like Trains, Planes, but you might like.
But I think that was probably one of the only ones that I didn't like. Trains, Planes that he was in. I liked The Great Outdoors. I liked Uncle Buck. There was something else that he played in. I didn't really like Cool Runnings. I didn't like
Cool Runnings was quite good.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one. And there's been a few that he's been in though that I like.
Oh yeah, Stripes was good. I really liked him in that, and there's quite a few that he's been in.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think who else. You know, things like 16 Candles, things like The Breakfast Club.
He wasn't in that.
No. I'm just talking about films of the 80s. Sorry.
Minnie, does this mean anything to you? I know you've probably seen some of them. Yeah, love Cool Runnings, my favourite.
Yeah, no, I wasn't a fan of it, I've got to say. I
love the bit when they arrive in Canada and they open up the airport and he's wandering out and he turns around and they're all stuck.
Yeah, no, I've got to say, it wasn't, I don't know, it just didn't, it wasn't for me, it wasn't the same as the John Candy films that I liked, I suppose. But mind you, there's only 2 that come to mind. There are more John Candy films that I liked, but those are the 2 that come to mind.
Mannequin.
Loved Mannequin. Love Mannequin. Splash.
Yeah.
Love Splash. What else? God, we're talking.
Because I know I was actually surprised, Minnie, because I know you're so young, but you have watched a lot of these movies.
I think her father's watched a lot of the movies and.
Turn around, look at what you see. Yeah, it makes me believe I'm everywhere. Given the light and the page, I won't sing anymore. Just sing never ending. I'm gonna sing it.
Oh,
She'll tell me off. I won't
oh no, I'm not telling you. I'm thinking, what are they thinking?
Oh, Home Alone, John Candy.
Yes, Home Alone. No, he wasn't John. John Candy wasn't in Home Alone.
Love 16 Candles and the Breakfast Club too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Breakfast Club. I love the Breakfast Club.
Love Breakfast Club. Love Weird Science. Love Home Alone. My nephew. Do you know what? Home Alone really appeals to children. Like my nephew, to this day, still eats a cheese pizza because of Home Alone. And then my other nephew, he thinks it's he's little. He's still little. What was he, 8? I think 8 or 9, and he still thinks it's hilarious. He still loves it. So
there were rumours that they would remake Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, but as Macaulay Culkin would play one of the robbers.
Oh right.
So the idea is him and somebody else. You know, there's the tall thin guy that played the original robber. So Macaulay Culkin would play his character, and then you get a bigger, sort of chubbier, portier actor, and then obviously get another child to play the role. Anything after Home Alone 2 is not Home Alone.
Yeah.
The truth is known. And Donald Trump appears in one of the Home Alones. I forget which one. He gives Macaulay Culkin's mother a lift with the musicians in the van. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, he does. That is in Home Alone 1. Yeah, that's in 1. Yeah. Because in the other one, he's lost in New York. So is that the one that Donald Trump? Donald Trump
he has
in that one.
Well, they did try to take him out of the film. I thought, just leave it in. That's the. What was I going to say? The first one. You're right with John Candy. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
John Candy is in 1 and Trim is in 2. Okay. I didn't know that. Oh, Trump. Sorry, Trump is in 2.
Trump,
that's right. Yeah.
Trump is in 2.
Yeah, Trump. That's right. In the second one.
I'm just trying to think.
I had no idea they did a third.
Oh God, yeah. There's so many of them.
Oh, is there? I had no idea.
Is there like 4 or 5?
Do you know what? I've got to say, it's like a lot of ones. I watched Jurassic Park, and then I didn't watch this. I didn't realize there's about 2 or 3, and then or about 3 or 4, and then they did Jurassic World, and then the other one.
Yeah, because they just get different actors for it, don't they? People Under the Stairs. Oh God, I'm trying to think of
Is that the horror film, People Under the Stairs?
Yeah, I believe so.
I've seen that. I'm sure I've seen that one.
People Under the Stairs. But if you're...
Yeah, that's right, because they're in New York in the second one. That's what Minnie was saying.
And they used his building, right? Okay.
Trump Tower. Yeah, so Trump Tower. We walked past it, didn't we, when we were in New York, Trump Tower?
Oh, God, I can't even remember.
Yeah, I remember walking past Trump Tower.
I remember it was very, very cold when we were in New York. Very, very cold. Very cold.
I forget which year we went, but we left, we went in March. And actual fact, in London, it was really warm for the time of year.
Yeah, it was March. And I just thought, well, you know what? In New York, it's going to be even warmer than it is here because, it's sort of wherever we are, we're normally the colder. So I was just like, yeah. So I just bought a couple of hoodies. That was it.
Yeah, same here. And it was bitterly cold. It snowed.
There were snow flurries. And with the snow flurries, it was colder than it was here, and it was just snow.
I'll never forget it. I went on an open tour bus, didn't we? We went on a couple of them, and I think we had a ticket for a whole week. So on day 3 or 4, I sat on the top deck, and it felt like someone had got crushed ice in a bag and just going across. It was so. I had to go down. It was so.
I just sat downstairs, but there was one time it was raining so much.
Yeah.
We ended up sitting downstairs in the bus, and then we got the little ferry boat over to.
Oh God, that was so cold. Liberty Island.
Liberty Island. Oh my goodness, it was so cold. Oh.
But the guy even said to us, didn't he, in the hotel when we were leaving? He said, "Look, guys, come again because this is not how the best time to enjoy New York." He said, "Come in May." So we said we would go and do that.
I can't even remember.
Did
you get an email?
Did you get an email today?
Let me have a look.
Madam's going to check.
It didn't pop up because normally it pops up to say, "Oh, you've got an email."
We'll have a little look. Don't share.
No. No.
When did you send it, Mark? The last one you've got is 26th of June.
Yeah, that's it. I haven't got another email.
It's not in your junk file, is it?
No. Why would it go to my junk file?
No, just wondering if you'd sent it. Anyway, this morning, Mark said.
No.
Sorry, Mark, it doesn't look like it's come through. Anything come through?
No, I haven't got anything. Definitely. Because normally it'll pop up and tell me that I've got an email.
I've got more nostalgic now. I don't know why, but when I first watched Breakfast Club, I thought, oh, this is going to be boring. What's going to be exciting about 4 kids in detention? But it was such a good film. That does it really takes you back to your youth.
I'm just trying to think, sort of. I mean, I loved things like The Man in the Santa Claus Suit, and I don't know if anybody's ever watched it, but
is that with Tim Allen?
No, it's no, that's the Santa Claus.
Oh right, okay.
The Man in the Santa Claus Suit was something that was filmed in the 70s, I think.
Oh God, no.
It might even be a little. Maybe it might have been 80s, but it was with Frank Sinatra. No, not Frank Sinatra. Fred and Ginger. What's his name? Fred Astaire. And Fred Astaire is a shopkeeper, and people just come in and out all day for a Santa Claus suit because it's running up to Christmas. I don't want to tell you too much, but it used to be on every year, but I haven't seen it for years and years and years and years.
Mark says your main email address. It was addressed to.
Yeah, I just checked it.
We'll have another look, Mark. Sorry, I think there may be a mix-up there. I don't know if it's not come through, or we'll definitely have a check though. We'll have another little look.
Okay.
What Kelly's doing that? Yeah, no, we've so 80s movies, and do you know what? I'm just so impressed, Minnie. You've seen all these because Walking with the Goonies as well. I just think that's such a good film. One thing we got really addicted to actually when we went to Las Vegas. Is one of the slot machines? Do you remember they had a Goonie slot machine?
Oh yeah, vaguely.
What makes you really get into them is when you're playing it, and obviously as it's spinning around and doing its thing, it will do quotes from the film. So you remember the bits from the film? Goonies never say die, and then you press more money and then flip it round.
No, like I said, I've said that time and time again. My favourite was the Homer Simpson. And I also liked Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah.
I loved that as a kid. I used to watch that non-stop. Things like any musicals as well. Things like Oliver. What other things were there? There were so many musicals that I used to watch as a kid.
No, I was never really...
Bugsy Malone.
I was never into musicals. That was more your thing.
I loved a musical. But that is the sort of thing that I wanted to do, growing up. I would have loved to have been in a musical. I mean, I was at school and stuff like that, but I mean, professionally. But things like Mary Poppins, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. What was the other one with Dick Van Dyke? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Mary Poppins, that was as well.
Yeah, Mary Poppins as well. There were so many musicals that I loved watching growing up. But Mark, no, I've just double checked. No, I haven't got any email from you.
Sorry, Mark. Do you mind resending that if you did send one? Then we'll have a look. I don't know what happened there.
Because I normally answer.
Yeah,
I always answer.
So but is everybody else a big fan of musicals? Do people like musicals? Is it their thing or not really? You go further.
I love a musical. Your mum likes musicals.
Yeah,
as well.
She does. I was never really into them. The only one I did quite like was The Pick of Destiny, but that was because it's rock music, but that's not really a proper musical.
No.
Never really my jam, but you like them a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else. Because
Kelly you love going to the West End.
I watch a lot of things in the West End. I went to see Anne Juliet. My favourite is Wicked. If anyone's been to see Wicked or you haven't been to see Wicked, go and see it. It's amazing. I've seen it like 8 times. My favourite West End actress is Ruthie Henshall. I think she's amazing. She's really, really good. I love her. I went to see Les Miserables, Harry Potter, the Cursed Child. So many. Lost count of how many times I've been to theatre in the West End. We went to see an Inspector Calls. We went to see.
Yeah, we did.
That
was quite good. Actually, that was quite locally. We saw that one as well. Yeah. That was quite good. So it's nice to have all the fringe theatres because they do it locally. But because of the pandemic, they haven't been around obviously for quite a while.
Yeah.
So we've not been able to go, but we do like going to the theatre. There is something really good to go and actually sit there and see that. So we will be looking forward to doing that again. How does everybody feel about going to this? Now I know it's different, probably Minnie, for you in Canada. I don't know how the rules are, but here at the moment, if you do go in to watch the cinema, you do need to have your mask on.
Yeah, I don't think that would be.
Oh, we've got a comment to Good and Evil. Are you guys married?
Do you know what? Evil, good. He likes all the, you know, he likes all the. Well, you. Even with regards to Harry Potter, you like Slytherin. I'm a Gryffindor. You're a night person. I'm a morning person.
Yeah, we will talk about Harry Potter in a moment.
But no, we're not married.
No.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. But yeah.
Minnie, but when we found out that it's each one of us is a brain and an athlete and a basket case, a princess and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Seriously, yours the Breakfast Club.
There you go.
Do you know what, Minnie? I've got to say, I love. Oh, you do love musicals. What's your favourite ones?
What is your favourite one, or what is one that you want to go and see that you haven't seen yet? I don't know if you have it in Canada, but we've got a musical called And Juliet, and it's based on Romeo and Juliet. And it's based on if she didn't kill herself.
So also for Good Over Evil, welcome. Sorry,
welcome. Sorry.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, joining us as well. What can we call you? Or should we call you Good Over Evil?
Good.
I'll say go.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Bloody good.
Oh, Mark's favourite musical is The Phantom.
Oh, really? My mum, I've been to see The Phantom a couple of times. It's not my favourite, but my mum really liked The Phantom. And my friend Eve, my bestie, she loves Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Or Seven Brothers for Seven Brothers.
Beautiful. Yes, my Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. That's one of my dad's favourites.
Lion King. I like Lion King. Again, it was unfortunate for me because I didn't go when they had really good singers. So the singers weren't as on point as they should have been. So it marred the experience for me just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I said that's a very old one. That's a fit 1950s one. Lion King was because you saw it in the West End, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw the Lion King in the West End. I went to see Tina. That was very good. What else did I go see?
The One.
That's it. The One is in Vegas, darling. We both went.
Oh yeah, that was the one. So we went to.
I went to see Thriller.
Thriller, that was it. Sorry, Thriller.
I went to see. What else have I been to see? Thriller, Tina, Book of Mormon.
So what's your Kelly's favourite?
My absolute favourite
is Wicked.
Is Wicked. I love the music. I love Idina Menzel. I saw her twice when she did 3 times when she did it in the West End. Yes, I saw when she was playing in the West End. I went to see her 3 times. And she was doing it opposite Andy Garcia. So I saw it with Andy Garcia.
Oh, yeah,
Adam
said
Garcia.
she loves her so much as well. She likes Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, Dear Evan Hansen.
Evan Hansen, sorry. Yeah. Wicked, Kid. Yeah.
Newsies. I've not seen Newsies. That's the one with Christian Bale.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Newsies is with Christian Bale. Cat. I did see Cat. I haven't seen it at the theatre, but I did see it, and I wasn't really a big fan of it. I've got to say.
Mark was saying he liked the Demon Barber Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah, that was good. I've got another favourite, right, and I don't know whether you like it or not, but Jesus Christ Superstar. I love the music from Jesus Christ Superstar.
You liked the film, didn't you?
Yeah, I love the film. Again, another old one, but Cats got bored. Yeah, it just didn't do it for me, really.
Oh, the film got panned. It absolutely got panned.
But it was so popular in the theatre.
Yeah, it was.
It was. That, and What's the other one that he did?
Starlight Express.
Starlight. I knew it was called Express something.
And Evita did well actually here.
Evita did well, but again, Evita was.
We've got 2 good songs in it, and that's.
Hello, Buenos Aires.
Don't Cry for Me, Argentina was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are. But has he done? What's his latest one? Angelo Weber. He has got one that he really. I forgot what it was called.
I don't know, because the last one that I remember him doing.
He did one with Boyzone, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
And Judi Dench.
Yeah, it had Judi Dench in it as well. Yeah.
It had Taylor Swift in it.
James Corden. Yeah. What do you call it? Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, it had in it.
What's her name?
Ian McKellen.
Oh yeah, you said Taylor Swift, didn't you?
Yeah, Taylor Swift was in it.
Yeah, Ian McKellen. Wasn't Johnny Depp was in it as well, wasn't he?
Was he? I'm not sure.
I'm sure he was.
Apparently, that wasn't Taylor Swift's body. They just superimposed the head on a model's body, but it wasn't. I can't remember the reason why.
I don't know why, because she's got a model body as it is.
Well, I think also it's time frames as well. She wasn't available at the time they wanted to do the thing. The movie they made is big, and I saw it in the theatre off Broadway. It's so much better than what they did for the movie. But the lady who played the glamour cat that sings Memory, the cat's in Memory, is an amazing voice. Who sang Memory?
In the original, Elaine Page.
Yeah, but I think in the Cats movie.
That would have been Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, it would have been Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, Jennifer Hudson, I think. Yeah, but Jennifer Hudson is amazing. Her voice is just when she sung, when she did Dreamgirls, and she sung, what was the one that she I can't remember.
Okay. Off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jennifer Hudson a judge in The Voice? UK?
She was a judge in The Voice, but she was actually on American Idol. Did she win American Idol? I don't know if she won American Idol.
Didn't she do the film with Beyonce? But she was
Dreamgirls.
Dreamgirls, that was it. Yeah.
Dreamgirls, yeah. And that's where she did.
Elaine Page is not a Jennifer Hudson fan. Hated her on The Voice.
Oh
did
dear.
you?
Oh.
Kelly's more watching The Voice. I didn't really watch all that, but you watched.
I watched The Voice, but I didn't see the point of The Voice because they weren't getting record contracts at the end or anything like that.
Sorry, Minnie said yes. She won Idol.
Yeah, she didn't. She didn't. Yeah, The Voice. It wasn't as good as American Idol, where they were getting contracts and things like that at the end, or what was it called here? Britain's Got Talent. What was The Voice called here?
Yeah, it's just got The Voice.
Sorry, the American Idol. What was it called here?
Oh, it was called Pop Idol here.
Pop Idol, right. So, like with Pop Idol, don't get me wrong, the contracts I heard, or it was rumored, that they bind you in all of this stuff in contracts and everything else. So it wasn't as good for the artist at the end when you had to sign the contract. That's what was rumored. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. But with The Voice, there wasn't anything at the end. And the only thing that sometimes that will.i.am would do, he would work with some of the artists. The ones that were in his team that were his favorites, he would work with them afterwards. So at least sometimes something would come out of it that way. But the rest of the people, it wasn't quite.
Well, they're running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Mark said Vangelis, he came second on The Voice. He's Boy George's backing singer. Only one I know who's done well.
I don't know who Vangelis is. But then again, I don't watch The Voice that often. I don't really watch any sort of now musical things, to be honest.
Well, there's so many of them. I mean, you've got The Masked Singer.
Oh, I've been watching a little bit of the American Masked Singer. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that today.
Oh yeah, that's what. What's the other one? There is another one.
I like the dancing ones now. So you think you can dance? Love that show, but they don't really play it here. It's an American one. They don't really play it here, but they do play the one that Davina McCall hosts. But again, I haven't seen that for a little while.
What one's that?
It's a dancing one as well. I can't remember which.
Oh, The Masked Dancer. There's oh yeah, there is. That's
There's
it. Minnie's right.
The Masked Dancer. Yeah,
that's the other one. That is the other one. I knew there was another one as well.
I've not watched it fully. I only watched it briefly when it was going through something or it was on an advert. But I often wonder, how can you dance in all the get up? Do you know what I mean? So like, how can you dance with all the masks on and the clothes on and all of that type of stuff?
To me, I think you're just running out of ideas. You think, right, I've done singing, I've done dancing, we've done that. Right, let's do it masked. Next, they'll be doing it up in space. They're gonna run out of ideas.
I like some of the ideas that they come up with, but do you know what I miss? I miss good old game shows. So I was really one. And again, that's a nostalgia thing for me, where you'd be with your parents and you'd watch a game show, or things like the Golden Girls. I love the Golden Girls and things like that, and Dallas and Dynasty, and
you're going back a long way.
Yeah, Knots Landing, Falcon Crest.
See, all of that is what they're saying that now as well. Because you remember when those were popular in the 80s, there was only 4 channels in the UK.
Yeah.
So you've got to remember that. Then game shows had died a death. Talent shows had died a death. Then it was game shows. Then they died a death. Then it's back to talent shows when you have Pop Idol, X Factor, and all of these. But they're now starting to die a death because people are getting sick of those.
Well, because you used to have things like Stars in Their Eyes, and what was the one with Lena Zavaroni and all of that? It was
yeah. They're all going back a long way now.
Did Bob Monkhouse host it?
What was it called?
I can't remember who hosted it, but there used to be these sort of musical talent shows, and there was I remember because I was a lot younger then, but there was a girl with curly hair and she sung Ben, and it was the first time I'd actually heard Ben. I'd never heard it prior to that.
Was it New Faces?
New Faces.
New Faces.
And you had people like Lena Zavaroni, bless her, she's passed away now.
A while ago. Poor old Minnie's going, who the hell are you talking about? So these are British show things that we're
you would have had the the Canadian version, or you would have seen the American version. That would have been of the time. Like when we had Top of the Pops, Canada or America would have had,
Yeah, Mark. Do you know what? That is true. What Mark says. There's nothing to watch at the moment. I'm watching Prime Suspect, Golden Girls on Disney Channel. Love comedy stuff. Oh, really? Yeah. I was going to say starting to watch BookBox, which I'm quite surprised with.
Oh, I didn't know Golden Girls were on the.
No, nor did I. Well,
hello.
The Greatest Stranger. Hello. Glad you can join us on our live. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
We were just talking about 80s TV and then 80s movies.
80s TV, 80s movies, musicals, if you're into that sort of thing. I just loved all of those types of things. There were just things that you just watched with your family and things that you watched with your parents. And I don't know what you can now sit down with your family and watch. Like, there's very rare that Mark and I watch anything.
Oh, sorry, The Greasy Stranger. Sorry.
Strangler.
It's my eyesight. It's because we put lights right behind it. I'm so sorry. I beg your pardon. Golden Girls full series just started on Disney.
Wow.
Minnie said one of the things we have, America's Got Talent. I don't know why, but I feel as though the show is getting worse and worse each season that comes on. I don't know. That's how I feel. The Greasy Strangler. Sorry, I do apologize.
Disney Plus.
I'm gonna have to start getting my eyesight tested. I'm sitting there going.
The America's Got Talent. When it first began, I quite enjoyed it for quite a number of seasons, and then they did a season with Nicki Minaj and
did they?
Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they argued all the time.
Oh, they had no respect for the people that were coming into audition. They were just arguing between themselves, and I just thought, these people have been waiting and queuing up for I don't know how long. They want to show you their talent. They want to show you, do you know what I mean? And they were just arguing between themselves. And I just thought it was so disrespectful to the people that were coming to audition. And I stopped watching it from then, really.
Do you know what? Actual fact, although I didn't like the show, that actually attracted me to it because those.
No.
For some reason, Nicki Minaj had put on this English accent. Oh,
she does.
darling.
She does. Do you know what it is though?
She did it to Mariah Carey up. I'm telling you, she did it to Mariah Carey up.
The thing is, Mariah Carey in her day, she was fantastic. She was a great singer and all of that type of stuff. And I love her music even to this day.
We'll come on to Mark's comment.
Oh yeah, I love Will and Grace. Me too, but I prefer Friends more. But that's just me. But I do love Will and Grace. And I think with Mariah Carey, when she started to change to this almost sort of spoiled type person, or not spoiled, a diva, but like a diva in the worst sense of the word, not in the best sense of the word. It then became. It was almost like, well, I'm Mariah Carey and everyone should da 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 da.
Yeah, but she is a diva. That's what you got to expect with Mariah Carey.
Yeah, but I mean, there's diva as in you may have a demand that might not be, totally reasonable or whatever. But it was diva to another level.
Yeah, I know, but that's just how she is.
That was just diva to another level, and I just didn't respect it.
I think Jack's the best character on Will and Grace.
Do you? Yes, he is. But then again, I also love. Is it Karen? Jack,
oh yeah.
Is it Karen, the drunk? I think the two of them
she's really
are
good.
better than Will and Grace. I'm not gonna lie. I think Jack and I think it's Karen are better than Will and Grace. But I do love that show. I love Frasier as well.
Yeah.
I love Frasier.
Oh, hang on. Mariah's supposed to be. Mark said Mariah's supposed to be awful to work for. Yeah, you can imagine. Look,
the way that she carries herself is just crazy.
Do you know what? But the thing is, you get that with stars. They're just used to getting their own way. Minnie said, "Oh, for the new on the New Year's things that my family watches that broadcasted from New York on the. Oh yeah, this is where she lip synced. She's lip syncing and they messed up and she just stood there for a second. Yeah." I remember seeing that she made an app. They paid her a fortune and she completely messed up the lines. Shame she fell out, Karen and Grace, in the last season. Oh, is that right? Did they actually do that? What, the actors fell out, or did the characters fell out in the last season? We haven't cut.
Right, no, I didn't. Do you know what it is? I enjoy Will and Grace. But it's not one of those ones that I sort of religiously watch. But when it's on, I just let if there's going to be like an episode one after the other, I just let it run and I'll sit there and I'll watch them.
So the Greasy Strangler, and I got that right this time. Just started watching Dexter. Absolutely love it. I'm on season 3 now. Oh yeah.
Do you know what? My best friend absolutely loved Dexter.
Would you recommend
that? She really rated it. Yeah. Well, Evelyn really rated it. Yeah.
Oh, I do, because that's the guy that he's a serial killer that kills serial killers. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of.
The people that deserve it, basically.
Oh, Mark said they hate each other in real life.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
I love Karen.
Yeah.
It's Deborah Messing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is Grace. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, love Dexter. And I love Brothers and Sisters. I've not seen.
I've not seen Brothers and Sisters.
Do you know what? There's so many series I want to catch up. I must, and I keep saying it to Kelly. I went so far with The Walking Dead, and I stopped watching it. I really want to go back and finish it off because I'm way behind in it.
I tried to start Sons of Anarchy, but that did not hold me at all. Because I thought that would have been something that you would have liked.
Yeah, we started watching it.
He didn't hold me. And then I tried to watch Breaking Bad, and I gave it 2 seasons.
No. You've got.
I gave it 2 seasons. I gave it. It was like what's the one with Anna Paquin, and she married the co-star. There were something blood, True Blood.
Mark said yes. Sally Field, brother. Not Sally Field is a really good actress. She's brilliant.
Love Sally Field.
Really good. I remember seeing her. I think the first time, I forget which film I watched her in. I thought, oh, she's a really good actress. Then she was in Forrest Gump. And then I remember she was really good in.
She was in Mrs. Doubtfire as well.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a brilliant actress.
Brothers and Sisters. Is that is Rob Lowe in that one and Callista Flockhart? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
I was thinking of Ally McBeal. I've tried.
Oh yeah, but that's yeah.
Oh, Minnie said yeah. I have to watch The Walking Dead again. I made it to season 5, then stopped watching. I don't remember what happened. I have to watch it again. Yeah, that's the same thing. Do you know what, Minnie? Actually, on my Twitter feed, somebody actually said that. They put a quote saying, "When did you stop watching The Walking Dead?" And I thought that's so true. People just don't finish it.
I love Game of Thrones, or loved Game of Thrones. I didn't read the book, and now I'm told that the book sort of veered off from the actual seasons, from the actual series. But I really loved Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Mark said Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I know the one you mean. Wasn't it a political thing? Was one of them in politics or something like that in Brothers and Sisters? I loved Game of Thrones, and it was. I don't know if I liked the way that it ended, but I understand the way that it ended.
Don't ruin it for anybody.
No. But I understand the way that it ended. But yeah.
Me said, "Oh my God, Game of Thrones! I have to read the books. Also, the show is based off the book."
Yes.
I'm still reading. Just have to finish them. Well, is it true? I heard a rumor towards the end because he was really having to.
Don't.
No. Towards the end, he was really struggling to catch up because he said he couldn't write fast enough to finish it. I'm sure that's what I read.
I don't know, but there was quite a lot of books out of the series.
Minnie
anyway.
said the same thing. Oh, I needed more from that ending.
Yeah,
we won't ruin it.
The books are amazing. Do you know what? I was an avid reader of all fantasy. I used to love fantasy books. And
you said there's 7 books.
Yeah, there's 7 books. I read a series. There was 10 books, and I can't remember the series now. It was called the Malarian. I think the second 10 were called the Malarian. I can't remember, but had a sorceress in it called Polgara. Belgariad, the Belgariad books. So I read the Belgariad books, then the second set of the Belgariad books, and I read what's the books by Robin Hobb with the live ships, but I didn't read the Assassin's Apprentice and things like that. So I read all of those types of books, but then it got to a point where I stopped reading for a bit, and then I went back to reading. Then I gave it up, and I really want to get back into it again, but I don't know if I want to read Game of Thrones. I might try one. Silmarillion, which is that was part of Tolkien. That was part of the Tolkien, but no, not the Silmarillion. The second set to the Belgariad books, I think, is called the Malarian. I think, but Malear, something like that.
Is that the Malarian Falcon?
No.
Sorry.
Malarian Falcon.
If you try one, you have to finish them. Yeah, that is true.
It's true.
Once you're engaged in it, you've got to finish the lot.
Do you know what it is? I think it's when you fall in love with the characters. That's what drives you on then to finish. But I read The Novice by, what's her name? Kate someone or other. I read her 3 books, and they were good. And then there was another set of 3 which I bought but didn't get a chance to read. So many books that I didn't get a chance to read.
Yeah.
But you read the first 3 as in that's the end of that. And then, then there's another 3, but it's of another era or the children or something like that. And normally I'll read the first 3 and then don't get a chance to read the continuation of them.
The first book follows the show quite closely, but from then the third book goes off way different.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. There were some people that lived on that shouldn't have lived on and things like that.
So a previous comment I just overlooked from Mark. He said, I watched Aquaman the other day and got bored. Now,
I liked the Aquaman.
So did I. But Mark, do you like superhero ones per se? Or do you prefer, and if you do you like a favorite DC or Marvel, or you do or don't like them? Because I think that has a big bearing if you like it.
Yeah, I think for you it does as well. Do you prefer the DC?
I prefer DC, but I have to say the Marvel films have edged it. They've edged it. The only one I would say, superhero. Yeah, I thought you might. You have to go and feed the chickens. Okay, I didn't always have chickens. Are you a farmer? Well, listen, really good for you to join us. Please join us again for our next one.
Yeah.
So Minnie said all of the authors last year love is a good time to release new one. Like many. Oh, I'm struggling to keep up.
I am a farmer. Oh wow. Some of your family are farmers.
Yeah, so I'm originally from the West Country, so from Wiltshire. Twilight called The Midnight Sun, and they also did a new Hunger Games book. So yeah, I remember that.
I've got The Midnight Sun. I haven't read it. I did start to read it online because she wasn't actually going to release The Midnight Sun, and then she basically, when she did the Twilight series, she'd written The Midnight Sun, which is from Edward's point of view. For those of you that don't know, it's from Edward's point of view. And what happened was somebody leaked it during one of the press conferences. So she did not feel like she wanted to release the book. So she didn't release it for many years. And then I don't know, however many, more than 10 years later, I think, now she's released The Midnight Sun, which I bought and which is sitting on my bookshelf ready to read at some point.
Well, same with me. Means I have a copy, but I haven't read the books as yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and also as well, I have to read the Hunger Games still. So you still got to the Hunger Games.
Okay, so hold on a sec. Have you actually read the Twilight series, the from the beginning? Or have you watched the films? Yeah, have you watched the films or have you read the books or both? Is the question.
I didn't read the Hunger Games. I didn't like the films. I've got to be honest. I found them really boring.
I didn't mind the films, but they're not books. But judging by the films, they're not books that I would read. However, when I watched the first Twilight, when it first came out, that made me read the books. And I watched it. I watched a film, and then I was off work. I think I watched the film one December, I think it was. And then I, from that film, made me read the books because my best friend had told me, oh, yeah, you know, she read the book. I was like, what? There's books? So I went and bought the book and read all of them in a week. I stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, reading. And I finished the books within about, I don't know, I think there was, oh God, how many books were there? I don't know, 3-4 books, I think. And I finished all of them in about a week, in about 5 or 6 days. I read all of the books. I couldn't put them down. It was like reading, the only other books that I've really been into like that are the Harry Potter series. And I read and it got to the point where I was reading the books and I started to read them a lot slower because I didn't want the book to end because I didn't know when J.K. Rowling would be releasing the next one. But I read all of the books and I reread all of the books and I loved them. And I did the same with Twilight. Couldn't put the books down.
So Minnie said, I've read the first 2 books and seen all the movies. I know they're not like the... I can't read that. But yeah, I have to finish them. Now there are 5 books, but originally there were 4.
Yeah. Because 5th being The Midnight Sun.
Oh, okay.
But the books are better than the film. When the first one, I feel, was the best of all the movies. The best. So it was the first one and the last one of the movies that were the best. And all the books were good. But my problem is when they did after they did the first one, when they got to the second one, they changed the director and they just Hollywooded it up. And I just thought the first one stuck so as closely as it could to the book. And then the second one, you know, through just sort of like, it was just like, really? But the last one, I was just like, what? That was different to the book. I was just like, oh my God. But I loved the last one and I loved the first one. The ones in between I could take or leave, to be honest. But the books were amazing.
So I was going to say, Mark was saying, yeah, he loved all the film. Going back to what you were previously saying about Aquaman and superhero ones. Loved all the superhero things. Loved him, Jason Momoa.
Yes, who doesn't?
But it was just that the film was naff. Do you know what, Mark? I've got to say, I did think they missed a trick with a lot of these spin-off films.
Yeah.
I think this is the issue. I've got to say, I did love Zack Snyder's version of
the Justice League.
Justice League was
amazing.
4 hours, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth watching the 4 hours. It's worth it.
We mentioned this before, but just a totally different film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think doorbell.
Oh.
Could that be a delivery?
Oh. Is it food? Is it a takeaway?
Oh yeah, and Minnie said, "Oh my god, I need to read the first 4 Harry Potter books in a week." Oh no, you read the first Harry Potter books in a week. I consumed them, not actually ate them.
Yeah.
I stayed up until like 3 a.m. every day to finish the books.
Yeah. I do you know what? Like, I absolutely loved the Harry Potter books, and I am envious of anyone who hasn't read the Harry Potter books and is about to start that journey.
Well, that could be me. I've never read them.
I don't think it would be your sort of thing.
No, actually, to be fair, I mean, like I said, it's just one of those sections I never got around to read. I remember when they first came out, and then I'd be on the tube or on the underground on the way to work, and loads of people would have Harry Potter on the tube reading it on the way to work. It was so. This is back in about, when was this be now? 2000, or even the 90s, I think it would be.
Yeah.
Late 90s, there would be people reading these.
But the thing is, I've only noticed that a few times on the tube. So one was Harry Potter, the other one, Twilight, where you noticed everyone reading the book. The other one, 50 Shades of Grey, you noticed everyone reading that book. I have never read them, but everybody else on the tube read them. And the other one was Dan Brown. The first one. That was everywhere. Everyone was reading that book. Everyone.
Mark, read them now. Go get the book and read it. Oh my god. But Mark, you really need to read them, so please do that one. Do you know what? For you, Minnie, I will start reading, and I've got them all because Kelly's got about 4 different versions of them.
I've got lots of different versions. I've got limited edition ones and all of that type of stuff.
So I will start reading. I will have that as something to read.
I've even got new badges, my new pin badges for my banner, and they're up there. They're all sort of, I'm looking up there because that's where it's hanging. And I've got all new badges on it and everything. I'm really loving it. But there was a pin badge on there, and I wanted to get one so I could put it, because it was originally up there, and then I took it off and put it on my lanyard when I was going somewhere, and I've got a platform 9 3/4 lanyard that I picked up when I was in Florida, and I wanted to put it on there. I can't remember, I was going somewhere, so I put a couple of the badges on there. Anyway, I thought, oh, do you know what? Let me get another one so I could put it on my banner. Well, they discontinued it. And then when I went to have a look on eBay, someone was selling it for £95.
Yeah.
I was like, £95 for a badge?
Minnie said, I need 4 more books to finish my house collection. Then I need to go get the other houses, but I want to get my house first.
Right. So what house are you?
Yeah, this will be interesting.
What house are you? I can tell you what house I am, but what house are you?
No pressure, Minnie.
I can tell you what house Mark would be.
Well, do you know what? Funny enough, we talk about a little
excursion. Yeah, we can talk about it.
On the weekends, do you know, we thought, we haven't done this for ages. Let's go to King's Cross. So King's Cross is actually a fair distance on the train for us.
Yeah.
Slytherin.
Oh, Minnie.
Nice one.
Slytherin.
Yeah. Funny enough, so we went to King's Cross to have a look. As you know, the books are based in King's Cross Station, and if you go to platform 9 in King's Cross, cleverly, and they were really clever to do this, they've actually got the Harry Potter platform 9 3/4 shop right there, opposite platform 9. We did film it, so we will upload it when we finished editing it.
I'm actually editing. We went to Warner Brothers Studio.
Yeah.
We took so much footage.
Oh, I know. That's going to take.
I don't even know how I'm going to get it down to 20 minutes, half an hour. I don't know.
Break it into 2 vids, I reckon.
I think I'm going to have to break it down into 2 videos because I don't know if people want to sit down and watch an hour's worth of Harry Potter Warner Brothers Studio. But there is so much to see and do there. Don't get me wrong. It's not like going to, you know, Universal Studios or Universal Islands of Adventure or anything like that. but to see the making of it is so interesting. And so
I was going to say, well, we could actually break it down into several videos in different categories, although I know you didn't want to do that. But I was just thinking as well, it's all indoors, which suits the UK perfectly for all weathers, bar one tiny little bit, which is outside. But it was good fun. But this one, so I went round the shop, platform 9 3/4. We filmed you buying a load of stuff. And it was actually quite good just to go and wander around. We've not been there actually for a long time. Oh, Mark is back.
The sorting hat.
The sorting hat said on the official site, bottom of.
That's where I did mine.
Oh, it's really that's your Wizarding World. Mark said I'm back. My fruit and veg delivery arrived. Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
But the hat said the official site said so. So it's true. I'm Slytherin now. What house are you in?
I am in Gryffindor. But I did mine when years ago. I don't even know if it was called Pottermore then. I think
was it
because it was a Bloomsbury, because it was a Bloomsbury website, I believe. Because when it first started, because even the internet wasn't when this sort of thing happened. Internet wasn't really popular then.
Not in the 1990s, no.
No, and. You didn't Google. I don't even think Google existed.
Yeah, Minnie said the original site was called Pottermore.
Was it? But what was it before? I mean, was it always called Pottermore, or was it before that? Because when they showed the first.
Sorry, Mark, you just joined us with.
We're discussing
Harry Potter.
But you had to get it off the publishing site, right? Okay, on the Bloomsbury website, right? Okay, that makes sense. Because I remember, because Google didn't exist back then.
No, it was Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, it was Ask Jeeves.
And there was another one, wasn't
there? Was another one.
There were several of them, actually.
There was, and there was one that I went on to, and I don't believe it was Google at the time. I'm not sure how old Google is, so I don't know. But I don't believe it was Google at the time. I could be wrong.
It probably did exist, but it was one that not so much used. There was loads of Yahoo was one I used to use.
Yeah, there was a few at the time. At the moment, I'd be in Slytherin.
Yeah, you see, that's 3 Slytherin, so I would be 2.
Whatevs.
Or
I
surrounded.
Was in Grove Park. Grove Park. I was in Gryffindor. So I really enjoyed. I mean, because you had to put I think it asked you some questions and things. God, I did mine so many years ago. I think it asked you questions and things like that, and then it would just tell you. But on when I went on it, it didn't speak. It was just words.
Have you guys seen Fantastic Beasts? There's 2 of them on there. And where to find them?
Because the original handbook was just as it was. It was just a handbook, the original Fantastic Beasts. And there was also one on Quidditch Through the Ages. And it was a red book and it was a green book originally. I don't even know where that is now, but it wasn't like a story per se. It was just a handbook guide.
Mark said, who was the worst teacher in Harry Potter? Oh, that's an interesting question.
For me, it would have been Dolores Umbridge.
Minnie said, it's okay. I'm good with the Gryffindors. I'm not the Draco, trust me. I'm good with the other houses, and the only difference, you'd still be good with me. But I have seen Fantastic Beasts. So you have seen Fantastic
I really enjoyed Fantastic Beasts, and I thought Newt Scamander, Eddie Redmayne was perfect for the role.
He was really, really good.
He's so good.
So Mark, who's your this teacher?
Mark loved her. Don't you love Dolores Umbridge? Oh. No. I didn't like her.
Oh, there's going to be a fight. Oh my God, yes, he was. Yeah, Newt talking about.
Yeah, Newt Scamander. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually that was a really good casting to have Eddie Redmayne in there.
And when he,
I read the character Emma Thompson. Oh, so you had that in mind when you were thinking of the character?
Oh right, yeah.
Emma Thompson was the worst.
I read the character Emma Thompson. She was Who did she play?
She had the big thick glasses on.
Yeah. I can't remember her name.
Oh god, that's going back.
I
can't remember. That's gonna.
Not Madame Malkin, was it? No, Madame Malkin was the one who made the cloaks.
Minnie said, "Oh my god, Umbridge needs to go now."
Oh, she was awful. I can't remember Emma Thompson's character. She was the one with the glasses. She played divination. She was the divination teacher. And I can't remember Professor Trelawney. Yes, you know, when we were
well done, Minnie.
Well done. When we were going through the Harry Potter, and I had to explain some of the characters, I couldn't even remember. I couldn't remember Dudley's name. I couldn't remember.
Oh God! Yes.
I couldn't remember they were the Dursleys.
That
right?
was so fun. So basically, as we were going around at Warner Brothers Studios and we were filming it, I was gonna say, so I go right, Kelly, and you go, and Kelly go. So this is
But Mark, but also I'd be reading something or looking something, and then Mark would go, and I'd be like, go what? He wouldn't even say, oh, should we talk about this?
I'm really bad.
Or should we talk about that? Or what do you think of this? And he'd be like, go. And I'd be like,
do you know why it was?
What?
When we went, it was quite empty. So there'll come a point when then people just leave the one part of the exhibition we wanted to film. So there'd be actually no one there. I thought, this is perfect. There's no one here. So you can then Minnie said, not the 13th seat at the table. No, that's a book reference. She didn't want to sit and eat dinner because there were 13 chairs at the table. Book reference.
Oh my goodness. I can't even remember.
Is that right for that part?
I haven't read the books. When was the last time I read the books? I haven't. God, I don't know. I can't even tell you the last time I read the books.
Well, we were saying actually, weren't we, when we went to the we were looking, because obviously they had footage of the film there, and they were talking about Peeves, because Peeves was cut from the film. Mark said Umbridge was fantastic. Joan Collins wanted to be in Harry Potter, but was never asked. Oh, right.
I'm shocked she didn't ask herself, because I'm sure they would have wanted someone like Joan Collins to play a part. A part. I don't know what part, but a part.
Well, this is it though. But it's quite rare that. Well, I say it's not rare, but some characters do that. Apparently, I didn't realise that Daniel Day-Lewis. So I was reading. Actually, personally requested to play Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction, which is John Travolta's character, but they gave it to John Travolta.
I worked with a couple of guys who were the what do you call it? They ran the Joan Collins fan club. And yeah, they absolutely loved Joan Collins. You know, sometimes they'd meet her for dinner and stuff like that. And you know, they would do her you know, her pamphlets and things like that. Yeah, they did a lot of work. I don't know if they still do it, but yeah.
Minnie said, oh my God, they needed to add Peeves. I was missing out. So sad I didn't get to see him, but the game they added him. Do you know what? Funny you should say that.
We were talking about Peeves.
Yeah, we were talking about Peeves. So there's a British actor, head of Slytherin. There was a British actor called Rick Mell. And he, the reason I said that, obviously some of our viewers may not be familiar, and he actually, as Kelly was saying, he played Peeves in the film, but they cut it out completely. Yeah. So he didn't even feature in it at all.
He still got paid, but he was just a little bit bitter that they cut him out of the film. But I think because the film was so long, but I think the book has so many things contained in it that what they should have done was broken the book into 2 films, each book into 2 films. That's what I think.
I think they do say you can find footage of it. They have released it somewhere. With
you might see it on YouTube with Rick Mell.
If you type in Rick Mell.
As
Mark said, RPI to Rick, because he did pass away.
Yeah, bless him.
But yeah, if you type in YouTube Rick Mell Peeves, I think.
He's the same actor that, if you ever watch Drop Dead Fred, another one of my favourite films.
Oh, I love that.
Drop Dead Fred. That is the actor Rick Mell, and he was the one that was going to play Peeves. He did play Peeves, but they cut him out.
You know what? Years ago, I was watching that with my mum, and the scene that my mum was going, oh, that's disgusting, when he walks on his hands and on his hands. He's got dog mess on his shoes, and he stands on the sofa. That was my favourite bit. I can. Oh dear.
I absolutely loved.
He's brilliant.
Drop Dead Fred. Yeah,
he's really good. That was his first Hollywood film. With Rick Mell.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was. Minnie, you probably might not be familiar with Rick Mell, but he did a lot of British TV comedy series.
But you might have seen Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah.
It's with Phoebe Cates, and Phoebe Cates played in Gremlins. I was about to say, what was that mogwai called again?
Yeah, Gremlins. So that was her imaginary child school friend. But then he comes back, doesn't he, not to haunt her, but yeah, he just does bad things. He used to get to do bad things when she was little.
Yeah. So it definitely one to watch. Is a good film.
Calls her Snotface.
Yeah.
Come on, Snotface.
And there's another film that is similar to that, and it's with Gerard Depardieu.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I can't. I'll have to have a look at it. I'll have to look it up. But it's with Gerard Depardieu, and I believe he plays a fictional character. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to look it up.
I do like French cinema, actually. I haven't seen some.
No, it's a British film. Not British, it's an American film, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But obviously he's a French actor.
Yeah, he's a French actor. He's played in a lot of American, and I don't think he's done any British films, though.
No, maybe not. He probably has.
He did things like Green Card and...
Yeah, that's right. Mark said, have you seen the film Pride? It's on BBC iPlayer at the moment.
Is that a film? I thought it... Am I thinking of the right one? I thought it was a series.
I've not seen that. Is it actually a film, Mark? Because that would... I'm not sure.
Because he said film. Did you watch... Mark, did you watch... There was a musical, and it was about this gay couple getting married, and the guy of the gay couple, he was a musical theatre writer or director or something, and
Mark said film.
Oh, it's film.
Yeah.
I think it's called, what's it called? I don't know if it's called My Gay Wedding, I think it's called, or Our Gay Wedding.
I've not seen it.
I loved it so much.
Gay Pride and Co-workers.
No, I've not seen it.
Is that
No, that's not the musical.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called My Gay Wedding or Our Gay Wedding. Oh, I loved it so much, and it was just from the point of view of, it's prior to the wedding. It's basically prior to the wedding and leading up, and then you see the wedding, and it's quite old now, so it must be.
I've not seen that.
It must be about 10 or 15 years old, I think. But when I watched it, it was just so.
Umbridge is in it.
Oh, is she? Imelda Staunton. What's her name?
Yeah, Imelda Staunton.
Staunton.
Okay.
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
No, I've not seen that.
I've only seen her when have you ever watched is it Rise to Candleford or Candleford? I love period dramas, and she plays in that period drama with Judi Dench. And,
Mark said he hasn't seen of it or heard of it.
Oh, you have to watch it. I'll send it to you. I'll email it to you. Or I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. It's so beautiful. I loved it. I don't understand why they didn't play it, because they only played it once, and it was on Channel 4. Pride, watch it. I'll try. I'll take a look at it.
We'll have a look at that.
Yeah. The actress is so good, though.
The actress is so good. She did a good job with Umbridge, because she made us believe that in how evil she was in respect to the actress.
To the actress, yeah, she really was. But if you ever watch, she does quite a few period. Well, I say quite a few. She was in a period drama series, and with Dame Judi Dench and a couple of other sort of well-known people. I'm sure it's called. The original was called Rise to Candleford, and then I think there was just Candleford.
Oh, okay.
But I love watching period dramas.
Yeah,
I love things like Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice and Emma, and
Yes, she does. I know. I saw her in a few things.
Yeah. I love period dramas. So things like Downton Abbey. But my favourite is the BBC drama of Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth. Which and the writer, when she wrote Bridget Jones, she had Colin Firth in mind, and obviously his character in Pride and Prejudice is Darcy, and she wrote when she wrote Bridget Jones, she had him in mind to play Bridget Jones's love interest, and he was Mark Darcy in the film.
Oh God!
That was on the other.
Yes.
I was watching it as well.
So Mark was. Yeah, we were watching it as well.
Yeah.
I watched Clash of the Titans, and I couldn't believe Harry Hillman. Oh my God!
Harry Hamlin.
Hamlin. Yeah, he was.
He was quite a heartthrob in his day.
Yeah.
He played in L.A. Law, Clash of the Titans. I'm sure he did. I don't know if he did a version of there is a film called Jason and the Argonauts, but it's not with Harry Hamlin. But I'm sure he did a version.
Yes, who was it? I think
of Jason and the Argonauts.
No. Wasn't it John Wayne's son was in Jason and the Argonauts?
Oh, was it?
I think so.
But I'm sure because there's a few versions of different things, isn't there? But I'm sure
Hamlin. Yeah, it's Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin.
Yeah, good-looking guy.
Very good-looking guy.
Yeah, do you know what? I will always love Clash of the Titans effects. It just makes it feel really homely and back like you're a kid. You can see clearly it's a model that they've had to move one step and take a frame. That must have taken them ages.
It's like Sinbad, watching like Sinbad and things like that, and Aladdin or something.
I didn't watch. Did anybody watch though the remakes? Because they had one with the Australian actor. What's his name? He was in Terminator, the new one with.
Oh yeah! Oh
and he
God!
was also
I forget his name.
He was in Avatar.
Yeah, I forget his name. I don't know his name.
Oh yeah, and he was he played Harry Hamlin's character. Mark said gorgeous.
Yeah, he was. I mean, if you remember him from L.A. Law and things like that, that's why. When he's in Housewives, people are like, oh God, yeah, I used to love her husband. Yeah, he's so, and even now they would still think him distinguished, a bit like Robert Redford, I guess, with his glasses and all that. He looks quite distinguished, right?
Mark said, Sam? ?
Oh, yeah, Sam. His first name is Sam.
Sam someone. Yeah, that's right, of course. Yeah, Sam someone. I want to say Sam Rockwell, but it's not Sam Rockwell.
No.
It's not Sam Neill because he's the other Australian actor. Yeah, that's going to annoy me now. And I haven't got my tablet here, I'd look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right. Yeah, it wasn't as good. Obviously, you got all the special effects, which are going to be much, much better than the original one. But that's purely down to time and stuff like that.
I'm looking to the left of me because I've got a yum yum there, and I'm thinking, I'm going to try down on that yum yum.
You're going to have a little yum yum.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Clash of the Titans was fantastic. I love Clash of the Titans. There's something homely about that as well. They'd have to get someone prodding that statue and what have you.
Yeah, Clash of the Titans, and I like all the Sinbads, the old Sinbads. I liked things like that. The what was it? The Thief of Baghdad.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, there was a few. There was a Thief of Baghdad, and then there was oh God, I forget the other one now.
See, now I'm of the opinion that they shouldn't remake these. They should just leave them be. I do feel that as well. When they start remaking them, it just churn and churn. Maggie was in it also. Who was Maggie?
Oh, do you mean what's her name? Maggie Smith.
Oh, was she?
I don't know. I don't know which character she was though.
Maggie Smith
was she one of the gods in it?
Do you know what? Actual fact,
she one of the gods.
Actual fact, when I was watching it, there was a lot of characters. I thought
I've
seen because they're so young in that because it's 1980, and there was one guy. I think he played a Roman soldier, and he's telling Hercules or not Hercules. Who was it? Perseus, I think it was.
Yeah, Perseus.
Perseus. If you look here, there, and this is this, and the Queen is that. And he was explaining everything, and I realised he always plays an MP or an important person now because he's obviously a lot older now. Yeah, Maggie Smith, one of the gods.
Yeah, one of the gods.
Right, yeah. And they had the guy from Captain Nemo in there. He was always in. He played Rocky's trainer in Rocky.
Oh yeah. He was at the back of as they were walking up to the guy dressed in all the hideous mask stuff.
Oh yeah, these are classic movies.
Yeah.
Minnie said, "What on earth you lot talking about?"
Do you know what it is? I think it just brings back nostalgia and sort of those are the things that you
Theseus,
sort of
sorry, not Percy.
Theseus.
I should know the Greek gods. Go on.
I don't know all the names.
I read all up on the Greek gods years and years ago, and I just always forget them.
Yeah, because the horse was Pegasus, but I don't know if Pegasus was in this one or Clash of the Titans because I get mixed up.
That was in this one. There was Pegasus.
Right,
he tames the Pegasus
because that's the one that flies. That's the horse.
I don't know why I'm doing this. We got a rope and he's taming the Pegasus. Come on. I love a flying horse.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
Wouldn't we all love a flying horse?
Just get to work and you can just.
You would just fly to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a real film buff, but I haven't been of late, and I don't think they make any films that are classics anymore. In fact, actually, I've got to say the last film that I thought that was really good was the Zack Snyder Justice League.
So here's one for everybody. So we were talking about superheroes and what had you. How does everybody think Robert Pattinson will be as the new Batman?
Oh, do I really want to talk about that, or do I just want to watch it, Mark?
Oh, I just want to know, how do people think he will be? Are they think it was a good casting call? So we've gone from Christian Bale to Ben Affleck and now to Robert Pattinson.
I didn't like Ben Affleck as the Batman.
Oh, see, now I thought he was quite good. I thought he's a much better actor. He was never the greatest of actors before, but I think he was really good in this. He made it his own. The problem was the films weren't great. Mark would rather have a Titan.
Oh, a Titan. Oh, right. I was thinking a Titan. What are you talking about?
A Titan.
Yeah, a Titan. The guys. Those guys.
Yeah, those guys that do that. And the other one, loved Bale. I thought Christian Bale was brilliant.
I thought Christian Bale was very, very good as Batman. I like Christian Bale in a few things. I don't like him in everything, but I do like his style of acting, I've got to say.
Oh, Minnie, did you not know? Sorry, I might have ruined it.
Yeah, Minnie said, this is what I said to you.
Robert Pattinson. Yeah, but it's advertised. Robert Pattinson, like Edward said yes. So Robert Pattinson is going to be the new Batman. They are going to bring it back. I say bring it back. Well, why don't you just tell her the whole story then? I don't know the whole story because I haven't watched it.
Well, then don't say anything. She didn't even know. That's what I'm saying.
There's only the actor's name. Yes, he is the new Batman. I had no idea, but I guess from a vampire to a Batman.
And there you go. See, for me, Robert Pattinson's a very good actor. He's a very, very good actor. But I feel like with Batman, for me, it's for an older person. Not to say that he couldn't.
So Mark
he
said
finally turned into a bat.
Yeah,
Mark
said
vampire jokes. Yeah,
he needs building up. Do you know
what?
I'm not sure. I have seen the trailer, so I'm not going to read it. So if anybody that's interested, the trailer is out with Robert Pattinson as the new Batman. And I did like the trailer.
I've not watched the trailer. I've not watched anything because I don't like to know anything about a film.
I'm not telling you. You knew Robert Pattinson was in there.
Because you told me Robert Pattinson was in there. I didn't know that before, though, did I?
But if you're interested, do watch the trailer. The trailer does look quite good. But I digress. Yeah, and bulking up. I'm not sure if he's going to do that because he is like a very slender guy.
Yeah. He wasn't one. I mean, when he was going out with what's her face, Kristen.
Oh, the FKA Twigs.
No, FKA Twigs.
Yeah, he went. She's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
He went out with her.
No, Kristen.
Oh, see,
Kristen.
Right, Christian. Yes, Stewart. Now, yes. Mark said, "Love trailer." Do you know what, Mark? You're like me. I love trailer. Kelly's the complete opposite. If ever you know what happens when a TV show comes on. And sometimes what they'll do is they do a little brief snippet of what's going to be on the show coming up. that Kelly will not watch it. She turns everything down. She turns everything off. She will not watch it.
Do you know what it is? This is what I don't like. Trailers before would entice you, and I loved to watch a trailer. I think, oh my god, yeah, it's gonna be exciting, blah blah blah. And then nowadays, I don't know what it is. They show you the entire film in a trailer, and then you just think, well, what was the point of that?
So Mark just said, "I'll let you know what happens, Kelly."
You do.
Minnie said, "I have to look at it later, but I also have to watch the 4-hour Justice League." So Minnie,
yeah, you've got to watch it.
We'll do a deal. If you watch the 4-hour Justice League, I'll start reading the Harry Potter one. Mark said that was just to whip up the press when he dated or was it when he dated her? She's a lesbian.
Oh, right.
Oh, I thought she was bisexual. I didn't realise she was actually a lesbian.
I don't know who that is.
Is that really? No, Kristen Stewart.
No. Oh, Kristen Stewart. I thought you were talking about the rapper.
No. Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, no, she is a lesbian now. Yeah. She's a lesbian now.
Is she lesbian or is she bi?
I don't know, to be honest, because she had the thing was this, right? She was dating someone before she did Twilight, and she was very good friends with the director. I think Catherine, I want to say her name was Catherine Stanwyck or something like that. So when they were doing auditions, Kristen was actually sitting in on the auditions. And when he came in, she was like, "Yeah, we should like hire him." So they hired him. Now the director went to speak to Robert Pattinson and said, "Right, we're hiring you, but just don't mess around with Kristen because she's seeing someone and all of this." And he was like, "Well, of course I wouldn't mess around with her and blah blah blah," because he's so unassuming, Robert Pattinson, and things like that. He's not that. I think he was one of those guys that didn't have many girlfriends and things like that anyway. So he said, of course not, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, later on, obviously, they did get together. So I'm assuming she cheated on her boyfriend. And then I don't know if this is the case. I'm just surmising. I think she cheated on her boyfriend with Robert Pattinson and then left her boyfriend, then went out with him. And then they were together. And then she cheated on Robert Pattinson with the director of Snow White, which was a film that she was in. And also the director's wife was also in the, when I was reading this, I was just like, what? So she cheated on Robert Pattinson with the director of Snow White. And she said, after it all came out and blew up in them, she's like, I don't know why I did it. I don't know why, I had an affair with him and all of this sort of rubbish. And I thought, well, you would know, you do know. And then obviously Robert Pattinson broke up with her. Then he tried to get back. He didn't try to get back with her. They tried going out together again, but it didn't work out. I think, trust has gone, isn't it, by that point? So then they broke up, and then that's when she turned lesbian.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. Well, Mark was saying that's been the case since the beginning. So, Minnie said you got a deal. Fist pump on that one. Definitely.
Hey, Beth.
Hello, Beth. Minnie said she dated Robinson Patton for a bit. Then she started to date a woman later on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark said, if you look at Netflix, all the lesbian movies, she plays the main part. Oh, I didn't know that. And Minnie said, a long line of boyfriends and etc. But finding out that she liked women and dating, yeah, I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
There we are. So, yeah, I didn't know that. Actually, Mark, you knew more than me.
All I know, I don't know prior, but I know she was with someone, with a guy. Then she was with Robert Pattinson. Then she was with the director guy. Then she went back to Robert Pattinson, and then she went to the lesbian girl. There you go. Yeah.
No, Minnie already said that. So, Beth, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
What's your favourite film? That's what we're talking about. Films. What we love to watch.
Yeah. So we were just talking about Twilight, and I may have revealed that Robert. Well, it's on the. I'm fine. It's on the trailer. Mark will let you.
Well, like I'm saying, people may be just like me and don't want to watch no trailers, innit?
That's so. I'm just saying. Oh, and that's the other funny thing. So we haven't been to the cinema in way over a year, obviously because of the pandemic.
What's the last film we went to see?
Oh God, it would have been 2019.
Yeah, but what film?
I can't remember. I really don't remember.
Was it The Joker?
Yes, it would have been The Joker. It would have been
That's
The Joker.
so sad that was the last film.
That was the last film we went to see. It would have been The Joker. Minnie said I heard about it once before, but I didn't know it was true or not about Pattinson playing Batman. Yes, so there you go. Well, it was rumored for a long time.
Yeah, it was because they were looking at the time.
Oh, do you know what? I was just thinking of My Big Fat Greek Wedding. But I guess it's true. So yes, it was rumored for a long time. They were trying to secure him to play the role.
Yeah.
And I was shocked actually. I thought, like Mark, well, surely he's got a bowl cut because he's thin as
yeah. He's like
Christian. If you look at Christian Bale, how much he built himself up.
Yeah.
For that role, he really put on a lot of muscle.
But it's you as an actor. It's your interpretation of the role, isn't it? It's just it's like Ben Affleck's interpretation of the role wasn't the same as Christian Bale.
Mark said he watched Anita and Me the other day. I've not seen Anita and Me, but I did like My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Do I have permission to marry your daughter? No.
I'm vegetarian. You vegetarian? I make lamb.
Yeah. So it's funny actually because there's I know quite a few Greek people and they love it. They do actually love that film. It's got a load of good bits in it. Oh. I love the bit where they're entertaining because I'm just having a small gathering and she's pinning about 90 potatoes on. Yeah, I've not seen Anita and I.
No, I've not
Anita and Me, sorry.
I've not seen that. I don't think I've even heard of it.
No.
There's a what's his name? Who was the young boy that played Slumdog Millionaire?
Oh, Dev.
He did a film recently that I wanted to watch.
Dev something.
Dev Patel.
Is it Dev Patel?
Yeah.
They
filmed there in Toronto.
What, for the Batman one or for the Anita and Me?
Oh, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Oh, right.
Oh, really? Oh, so it was all shot there. Was it actually set in Canada or was it set in the States and they filmed it in the States?
I don't know. Due South was based in the States, but I think they actually filmed in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
They actually filmed in Canada, yeah.
Wasn't Suits all shot in Canada as well?
Oh, they're making a third one.
Oh, yeah, I knew there was a second one. Making a third big fat movie. The auntie's marrying the gay son. Yeah, I knew that. I haven't seen the second one though. I must be honest.
Oh, my friend who is Greek, her dad drove past the house.
And it was cool seeing the house.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Do you know what? I love it when you do that. When you walk past bits that have been in movies and things like that.
I think. Do you know what it is? I think I was talking to your brother's girlfriend, and we were talking about Forks. Because they visited somewhere in the States. I can't remember where it was. And I said, oh, that looks like Forks from Twilight. And she said, yeah, I think they're going to maybe go there and sort of like see the house and stuff like that.
Really?
You can actually stay at the house in Forks, Bella's house. You can actually stay there.
Funny enough, Anita and Me is in Bradford.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I've not heard of it. I've never heard of it. Anita and Me.
Do you know that's one thing we learned on the Harry Potter tour, didn't we? They were actually, when they were doing Privet Drive, where Harry did that scene, they actually rented out a huge cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And the guy was telling us, one of the cast members, that he said the things it got so expensive because I think the residents where they were filming were demanding more and more and more.
I don't know if it was the residents, but whatever it was it was becoming very too expensive to basically rent the whole cul-de-sac.
So what they did in the end was they just built a mock house and then just green screen the rest.
Yeah.
And that was the house. I think that was the house that they had there. And then they just put the green screen around it, so the rest of it would just be green screened on.
Because you actually filmed inside the house, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in our Greek town area.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I have seen it. Mia Sarau. Yes, I have seen it. Is that with I have seen Anita and Me. Yes, I have. Because it's all set in Birmingham. And she wants they come to England, don't they, to get her into their daughter into private school. And I did like that as well, because what's his name's in it? The guy that dated that's gonna annoy me now. With ginger hair, he's in it. He's really good character in it. What's her name's it also in it is what my brain's going. Kathy Burke's in it.
Oh.
Minnie said, yeah, in our Greek Tarrant area, and that's the city is beautiful. They have nice restaurants, nice dessert places, and a few other things, but it's nice. Yeah, that's it, Mark. I remember.
Can't go wrong with desserts.
No, exactly. No, I remember, and she's actually in it, isn't she? A couple of the other characters from Goodness Gracious Me were in it. Look at that. That's
Yum.
You monge away. Yeah, I thought that was a really good film. I did like that as well. And she befriends a blonde girl, doesn't she? And she's got a really strong Brummie accent in it. I did really. That was a good film as well.
I've not seen it. I don't think I've even heard of it.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Kathy Burke lives next door. That's it. Yeah, that's right. She with her and she's got the little blonde girl daughter. That's it. And they have to try and entertain her friend when they come around, and they end up giving her fish and chips. Sorry, fish fingers.
Oh wow!
It's a really it's a really good thing. And what's his name? Omid Djalili's in it.
Oh, Omid Djalili, yeah.
Yeah, Omid Djalili's in it.
He plays in a lot of things.
Yeah, she wants to be white and blonde. That's right. That's right. It's based upon her, like you said. It was, as soon as you said Mira Sorrell, I thought, oh yeah, of course it's based upon her book, because that's what she wanted to do.
She did a book called Teeth. She wrote a book called Teeth as well, I think. I'll have to look it up, but I'm sure she wrote the book Teeth.
Hello, Sienna.
Hey, Sienna.
You okay? Yeah, that's right. And I think she did a lot of the writing for Goodness Gracious Me when it was on, which is really, really good at the time. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, when you said that, I couldn't picture it, and then when you said, then it made sense. I thought, yeah, that's right. I have watched it. Minnie said they use Toronto as a big area for movies. The Seven from Suicide Squad, where Joker is driving and Batman is chasing.
Oh,
were filmed in the streets, and then they were filmed and submerged in the studio. But the car chase was here downtown Toronto. Beautiful thing also with her in. Mark was saying. I know the scene you mean, sorry, Minnie, the one with the Suicide Squad thing. Suicide Squad 2's coming out soon, actually, as well. Yeah.
They did Batman here, didn't they? Part of Batman, the one that Christian Bale was in.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to be an extra in that, but the job that I took, which I no longer work at, said, oh, no, we don't want you to go. I think they just thought, what if she gets a job as an actress and then we've lost our girl? And I was like,
oh, Minnie said, I saw my dad's workplace in the movie. I know the car chase scene you were saying. I see his workplace in lots of movies. That must be fun. Actually, well, Kelly says the same thing, don't you? Because there was quite a few films that when they get shot in London, they're near your place. So a few of the James Bond ones were filmed. What was the one with Vito Mortensen?
Yeah, so basically we used to work in an office and then the office moved. But where the old office was, what was it? Eastern Promises?
Yeah, Eastern Promises, that was it.
That was actually filmed on the road where I used to work, and where they filmed it, they're always doing something in there. It's actually really large place, but you only see the doorway where they walk in. When they start filming inside, I think it's a different place when they start filming inside, but the doorway. But that whole street there is where my old workplace used to be.
That's so cool though, Minnie, your dad's workplace. It'd be even better if they could, as the cars go past, you get your dad look out the window like this as they drive past. That would be awesome. But it's always good to see those sort of things when you see
movies and stuff.
Yeah, references. I think, oh, I work there, or I've been there.
I used to work there. I know where that is. Because even when they filmed Harry Potter, that was near another workplace where I used to work. When I used to work at the law firm, where they filmed the market bit where I told
yeah.
In the Harry Potter bit film, and that was near my other workplace. So it's always interesting to see something that you recognise and that you know and that you've been to and that you go to regularly.
They use our subway systems, what Minnie's saying, a lot for movies. So do scenes that do need the subway. I'd imagine, I've not been on the subway, but I imagine it's very clean in Canada.
Yeah. I didn't go on the subway because I was right in the middle. So we walked everywhere pretty much. I don't ever remember taking the subway at all anywhere. The only time we took a cab, we needed to do shopping and we took a cab because we bought so much stuff. We were doing food shopping. But yeah, other than that, I don't remember using your subway system really.
There you go. What was it? Oh, changing the subject slightly, well, sticking on the same theme. Mark, have you ever seen Widnow and I? Because I know that's based. Well, it's not too far. I was going to say they were.
No, just a film.
Oh no, it's a great film. It's a fantastic film. They are selling tickets to watch it in Penrith, where it's filmed. So the actual cottage where they stay, they're doing. Oh, Minnie says, yeah, they get actors. They get building. Sorry, my dad's building gets actors and actresses from time to time because they have quite a few things in the building. As he said, he's seen actors and actresses from time to time. So is it is it a big building then your dad works in? Is it like a big main
I imagine
building?
your dad to be nonplussed going, and then you, Minnie, going, Dad, did you not know that's blah, blah, blah? And your dad's like, huh?
I know, my parents would do that. They would.
Yeah, that's how my mum would be,
No, my dad would know, but I think, my mum would say, she just wouldn't know.
My mum would be, is it?
Sorry, Mark, it's Widnow and I. It's old one with Richard E. Grant and Paul McGann in. So you may not have heard of that one.
Mark loves that film. I can't stand that film.
I love that film. But I just noticed online they had tickets to go to Penrith to actually the actual cottage. It's all derelict now. They've had to put sort of tape around it and stuff like that, but they're going to set up a screen there to watch it. So I do want. I was tempted, but it'd just be take so. The floor he was working on, this is Minnie, is the 17th floor. I think the building is higher than that. I know it must be about 30 floors, but I don't quite know. Well, that would make sense. If it's a really big building like that, then it would be quite iconic to do that. I'm just thinking, like, if you were in somewhere like London as well, they always have specific buildings they like to show.
It won't be too long till the Shard is in something.
Oh, Mark doesn't like Paul McGann. Okay, so that put pay to that one. Yeah, I think the Shard will be in quite a few buildings coming up.
He was in Hobie.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't watch any of the local things anymore. So I don't watch things like EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Hollyoaks, Holby City, Casualty. If that's, I don't even know if that's still on, and things like that. I mean, years and years and years and years ago, I used to watch them all. You know, things like The Bill and all of that. But now, I think because they're always killing off characters these days, I just think this is just unrealistic. I'm not watching it anymore. So that's how I ended up not watching anymore Coronation Street or EastEnders or anything like that. I had stopped watching the others anyway. I was never really an Emmerdale Farm person anyway. Now they call it Emmerdale, not Emmerdale Farm, just Emmerdale. But I watch what was it? EastEnders was the last one that I watched, and then one year they killed off Dennis. So they brought back Den, and then they killed off Dennis, and I just thought, I'm not watching this no more. It's just rubbish. And then from that day, I never watched it.
Mark said Holby's been axed.
Oh, right.
And Mark only watches EastEnders and Casualty.
Oh, Casualty is still on.
Yeah. Do you like Seth?
Did I like Seth? I don't know who.
Who is Seth?
Who's Seth?
So I don't watch any soaps at all. So
I don't watch any soaps.
Minnie, what's the big soap in Canada that everybody watches, or is there a big soap?
Is there a big soap in Canada?
I think it's one of those things though with these soaps, and you do get it. Is that once you're invested in it, you get into the characters. And
we don't get a lot of Canadian shows here.
No, I'm going to say Minnie might not know. Mark said Emmerdale. Oh, Seth Armstrong from Emmerdale. Is that right? I'm going back a long, long time. Used to have big chops, but I don't know.
Oh God, is that him?
I don't know if that's the one Mark's talking about.
I used to watch Crossroads, and I always used to like Benny. I always used to feel sorry for Benny.
Right, Minnie said I don't know there is here or not. There, I do know that one of them, but it's like Grey's Anatomy. Oh, okay. Right, yeah, right. I said lol.
Benny.
Right, my favourite Canadian show, and you hate it. But
no!
I love it. I don't care.
No!
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Is a show. I don't think it's on anymore. It's called Trailer Park Boys.
And they would do right not to play it anymore.
Oh, I love Trailer Park Boys.
What a load of rubbish.
Oh, Minnie says she likes Grey's Anatomy.
I like Grey's Anatomy.
Is that still going?
I don't know if it's still going or whether they're just doing repeats here. Is it still going, Minnie? I don't know.
And have you heard?
I love Benny Hill, by the way, as well. But I'm talking about Benny from Crossroads. That's who I loved. I really felt sorry for him, but I do love Benny.
Minnie said, "Oh my God, no, sorry, no." What was that too? Is you don't know if it's going, or you've never heard of Trailer Park Boys. Trailer Park Boys is.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she's talking about. Oh my God, no, sorry, no. I'm sure she's talking about Trailer Park Boys because that's what I think. Oh my God, no.
Oh no, Minnie said Grey's Anatomy is still going. This 17th season. Wow.
It's just finished, right? So I've been meaning to whether I don't know whether I was going to pick that up again or not. So I might pick that up. I'll see.
Wow, you got a lot to do though. 17 seasons. 17
seasons.
Did Grey's Anatomy start with George Clooney, or was that something else?
No, George Clooney was in
ER. So
ER, yeah.
Wow, yeah. Minnie's up to date. Mark says, Sky, I think it's repeated. Benny, we can call him Benny Hill. Oh, they're still showing that. Oh my God. Minnie says, so all I'm doing is rewatching them.
Yeah, I'm gonna start, I think. Because 17's, do you know what I hate? You watch something for the first season and then it doesn't get picked up for the second season. They axe it. Or you watch something for 2 seasons, it's doing really well, and then the network drops it. So then another network has to pick it up. I really, really hate that.
Yeah,
I mean, you like, Prodigal Son. How can they not be picking that up?
You like Lucifer as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I liked Lucifer. I thought Lucifer was really good. But I prefer, if I had to choose out of the 2, it's going to be Prodigal Son.
George Clooney was in Golden Girls also. He was really, really, really
very young.
And he played a policeman in it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Apparently, his first film was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
And he was in that. Minnie said, I think that's what happened for one of our channels here, but it was the Canadian version of the channel. That's why. Had you heard of Trailer Park Boys, Minnie? I don't know if you had heard of the show, but that is my favorite. I love that show. I love it. I know Kelly hates it, but I really love that show. That's what's happening with Grey's Anatomy. Okay, so it's in a different channel. But I just wondered if you knew it, because it's set in a trailer park in Canada. And it was shown here on Channel 4 for a little bit, and then it wasn't as popular. So
of course it wasn't.
But I just got to say, because
it was rubbish.
Oh, it was so well written. It was so good. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Yeah, I have heard of that show, but sorry, Mark, but no, sorry, no. Is that a definite no? You don't like it?
Exactly, Minnie.
Oh, I know. It's my sense of humour. That is my sense of humour all the way.
And now you know what I have to put up with.
I really enjoyed that show. So I take it you didn't like it. Oh, I did like that show. As I keep saying.
Mm.
No,
yeah, exactly.
I thought it was really popular.
Some craziness.
It was really popular in Canada. It was, and it was sort of semi-popular in the US as well.
I think you want it to be, and somebody wrote down that it was, and you took it that and ran with it. But no.
The reason I said that is they toured in Europe, and they actually did a theatre show of it here in London. So I did go to see that. It was. I didn't think it'd be that popular, but it was really, really big. It was really packed out. This is years ago. I went to see it
with some sad people.
I digress. Anyway, I'm moving on thing there. So Minnie put pay to that. Absolute no. But
we haven't got anything planned this weekend, have we?
No, we need to do something for a little film.
I think what we're going to do, because I'm starting my course next week. I think. So what we'll do for the next few weeks for the sort of the Tuesday and the Friday, because Mark's studying as well, and I'm going to be studying, and hopefully I'm going to be starting another course along with this course. We might do the live separately. So maybe Tuesday Mark might do one, maybe Friday I'll do the other one, and then the reverse. Maybe Tuesday I'll do one, and then Friday Mark will do one. But just for the next few weeks, because we're just so busy. You're getting busy with your courses and your work.
Yeah, it's only going to be for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
and then my course will then ease down, and I think yours will hopefully fit into places. So we will maintain our things.
Yeah.
I started my animation double credit course yesterday, and oh my god, it's amazing. Was it? Oh, I'm really pleased.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really glad you're doing that. And today was only the second class, and it's amazing. So you sound like you're really enjoying it. Minnie, I'm really pleased you're doing that.
Yeah, doing something that you love is just so amazing.
You're on the path to a good place.
Yes,
definitely. So we will be doing the lives. We will carry on the lives as we normally do, but it will just be one of us for the next couple of weeks. We haven't worked out when our class is on.
It might even be longer than a couple of weeks, but we will be on rotation. So I'll be doing one on my own. Mark would be doing one on his own, purely because starting the class, I just kind of want to concentrate on that. I know you're busy with your course. You're finding it he's just finding it just a little bit difficult, but you're working and doing
studying. Yeah, and studying. A bit of a...
My course is going to start, but I'm hoping to run a second course alongside it. Now, one of the course I actually have to go to college, so that's going to be interesting, going actually back to college. And then the other one is going to be home study, I believe. It's like an online course. So I don't know how intense it's going to be until I start it. So I just thought, right, that's what we're going to do. We just want to concentrate on that. Well, mainly me, really. I just want to try and concentrate and deal with that. But we'll still be doing our videos in between.
Yeah, but we're definitely staying on the live. So the lives will not go.
Yeah,
we are
they're
still
not
going.
Do it. Yeah.
But unfortunately, you'll have me on my own for one point. I think they like you on your own, but I don't know how I'm going to do.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. If you need to get work done, you just need to get work done. It's good here. Good. Just hope you enjoy the courses. Don't worry. Just do whatever you can. No, we will definitely do. So we decided we will carry on with them. So Tuesday and Fridays, that won't change.
No.
But we will. One of us will definitely be doing it, and then we'll look forward to going back together as a couple.
Yeah.
So we do like doing them as a couple.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
It's just that I just think for me, I'm not that I'm nervous, but I'm worried I won't retain the information as well as I used to. I mean, Mark's super intelligent, so when he looks at something or reads something, he can get it just like that. With me, it takes a few goes, but then I'm logical with other things, and Mark's like, oh, what? But I'll be like, no, it's this way or it's that way, and I'm very quick like that, and I'm very organized and things like that. So I just want to be able to, concentrate on the course a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not nervous, but I just think, what can I expect? What's gonna happen? I'm a little bit excited, if that makes sense. I just want to know. Yeah, I've just been waiting to start a long time on this course. It's just been ages since I've been able to find one. So now I'm going to start. It's going to be weird going back to college. That's going to be weird. But I'm a little bit worried about the online. That's the one I'm worried about a little bit, the self-paced online one. I feel like...
No, you'll be fine. Do you know what? Because a lot of my learning is that, funny enough now, this is what I'm finding with my course. It's all online at the moment. So it's online lectures and stuff like that. And it is strange because I'm going back to studying and I'm thinking to myself as well, like I said, I'm used to being in a classroom course like this, but strangely enough, it works better for me doing it this way. I just prefer it to...
Yeah, but where yours is like you've got a lecturer and you've got like the classes, mine won't actually be that way. The online will just be self-paced. I would like it the way that you've got it, where you're in a class but online, like a Zoom.
Yeah, but they also give us extra stuff to do on your own, and that is learning with somebody just talking. You've got no one to feed off of. So Minnie said, "Oh, you would just review. Don't study all at once." Yeah, if you review every couple of days, different information, it's a good way to retain information. I learned that one of my psychology classes. But you will be good and you will do good. Oh, thank you. Minnie. Do you know what, Minnie? That's a really good point. When I was studying much younger, as soon as I was out of the classroom, I think, right, that's it, I'm done. But what you say is true. You need to go back over and revise it. Yeah. Because it's a really good way for it to go into the old head and do it that way. So we will be carrying them on. We will do every Tuesday and Friday. You don't get to see both lovely faces. You get to see this lovely face. And unfortunately, you get to see this face.
This lovely face.
At some point. But we will look forward to going back. Back together doing them as usual. Reviewing is much better than large study and cramming information. Yeah, absolutely. Reviewing the best way. But you must tell us more. when I'm doing my live, I will be definitely asking you a lot more about your course.
And seeing how that's going. Yeah, I'll probably tell you about my course, I suppose, while I'm doing it. Maybe.
Yeah, you could do.
And sort of like, sort of say how it is, sort of being, what the experience is, I suppose, being older and going back to learning. I suppose that's probably what I'll talk about, like being older and how it, because I imagine I'm gonna go to a class with probably a lot more younger people, maybe.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but I think
I was surprised in my one, actually. It was sort of my age group, so I was like, oh, I won't tell you about my one because you'll be there. But yeah, we will definitely have those on the live bits.
Because my one's going to be during the day in the morning.
Oh,
so that's why I feel like it's going to be with young people, because young people wouldn't be working.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I could be with people, older people. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be very interesting to see. But for some reason, I reckon I'll be with younger people.
Well, we shall see. We shall let you fill in.
Yeah.
We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
So we've been doing nearly 2 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay. Already.
Yeah, I know. That's right. But you know what? It always flies with you guys.
Yeah,
I love
it really
doing
does.
the live. So we will, you will. I think, Kelly, unfortunately, I'm on the course this Friday, or doing my study bits this Friday. So it'll be you on your own this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday will be me. So you'll have me on Friday.
You're the lovely Kelly.
But my course hasn't started yet, so I won't be talking about that. But Mark says, have you seen the Melissa McCarthy film?
What's the new Melissa McCarthy film?
Where she goes back to school as a mum. I've seen it advertised, but I've not watched it. Because her daughter is I think it's her daughter, isn't it? Does she stay in the same dorm as her daughter or something like that? I'm not sure. But no, I will take a look at it.
It'll be like research for us.
Yeah.
It'll be like research, but just see how we get on and do that.
Because like I wanted to be in a class. That was what I wanted. I actually wanted to be in a class, because I think for me that's the old school way of studying, is actually being in a class. And actually, so like I see like a lot of people do, Open University courses and all of that. And in my mind, I'm just thinking, how are they doing that? How are they doing the...
Minnie said the same thing. She's watched it. She said it was really, really funny. And Mark said it was brilliant. No,
okay, I'll have to take a
look
at it.
We'll watch that, actually. We will watch that.
I'll take a look at it.
I'll just see if we can relate. I think, oh, yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I always thought me going back to studying would be like 21 Jump Street, whereas I'm just going, an older person going into something like much, much younger.
Well, and they're trying to be young.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I just think it wouldn't go down that well.
Because, and my mum's going, pick up a prospectus, see what other courses they're doing, take another course like this. I was like, all right, mum, I'll pick up a prospectus. She goes, there might be something else you might want to do. I was like, all right, I'll take a look. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll pick up a prospectus and then take a look.
Pick up a prospectus.
Yes.
But we will be doing, so the lives will continue every Friday and Tuesday. We'll definitely keep them going. And yeah, we'll just it'll be just... Watch Pride, and we will watch Pride.
Yes, I'll watch Pride.
We'll make a note to watch Pride.
Yeah.
But guys, we will say adieu for now. We'll see you on Friday.
I'll see you on Friday.
You'll see you on Friday, 6 o'clock.
Or you.
Yeah.
Just depends.
Yeah.
You. Well, you'll see one of us.
You'll see one of us on Friday. Yeah, if you get a chance, we'll go to look for that, actually. And yes. But listen, look after yourselves. Please take care. Minnie, avoid that heat. I know it's a heat wave in there. Mark, avoid that rain. Everybody else...
It's only just stopped in.
No, I know. Tell me about it. Everybody else, have a fantastic week. And we'll look forward to seeing you very, very soon.
Okay, so it's bye from me.
And bye from me.
And remember, you're never too old to have fun.
All right, take care.
Take care. Bye.
Adios.
Adios. Bye.